saying you switch 'cause you wanted it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, huh? They Ella, they made us, huh? You know I'm icy in Vegas, huh?
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Denver Broncos. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80. Check, 47. Hey, watch, wait, 28. Check, cross, 28.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Wait, set, 180.
Mike 47. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
28. 388.
First down, here's White. Now White lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Brady gives this to White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Wait, 20! Bandit! 47 mark! We got you dead! Go Bandit!
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. Odell Beckham Jr. and all the way home for a Broncos score. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Brady now on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Brady's throw there complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. On the ball. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Tate. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And a give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. In your face. Go. I got him. That's me.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets to...
Into a double team and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said,
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, they'll run with White, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey. Hit. 24. Jim.
When he hit.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run it with White. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. James White with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears get a bit closer. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yet a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Defense all day. All day.
57. Mike, 57.
Not today, you are.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Double. Whip. Watch the whip. That's it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
To throw again. Dobbs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
That's track. 47 mark. Hey, check it. Coming.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check nickel. Set up. On the ball. Set up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets away from one. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. It gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack on first down, Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Brady. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Touchdown, defense. 57 to Mike. 57.
On 1st and 10, Downs. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal. At the 11.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
To the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Wait, set, 53!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
Alabama, 380. I got one. Switch. Hey, 66.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You ready? Check. Go!
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up second down.
A loss of 2.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
25, check 25.
From the gun, Dobbs. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
47 Mike, 47. Watch one. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Alert! See me in your nightmares. Cover!
Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go. Put your hands, touchdown. Run you over. I'm gonna run you over. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play that was going to make the highlight reel.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Set 70, Indy.
Come off the ball.
Coming. Let's go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6. Hey, check Mike 40.
To throw is Kelly. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Buzz. Get it.
From the gun, Kelly under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike's 47.
Now Kelly, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. One last throw here for Tannehill. They got a man. It's Woods. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.